Monaco Grand Prix is a special one, not only because of the layout, but also for the environment. Do you feel, as a driver, it's special as well?
Yeah, I think Monaco is special for all the drivers. It's so different that it makes very interesting for us. Not only the circuit, that obviously it gives you no possibility, no room to mistake, because it's very, very narrow and you have to be very concentrated. But also outside, we know that Monaco is very special. All the atmosphere there and all the VIPs, you know, it's a very good atmosphere, and I think all the drivers, we want to win Monaco Grand Prix because we know how important is this race.
Monaco is your second home race after Brazil. You live a few hundred meters from the track. Does it happen to you to think about that when you walk or when you drive in the streets of the circuit during your normal life?
Yeah, you always think about it. Always when you are, even in the car, going around. Sometimes you have one hairpin that you have the curbs there all the time, and sometimes you go over the curb and with your car. And my wife always says, "Why you go over the curb? You always do like this." I said, "Yeah, I do like this because you always think about the lines. You always think about the corners. Even if you go 30 kilometers per hour, you go on the line, you know, just to see if you can to remember what you have to do when you are in your Formula One car. But also when you walk, you always look to the corner. That you always think about it. This is a corner you need to brake a bit earlier, because then you can have a bit better acceleration, better traction to improve, to gain lap time. Or maybe this is a track that you need to do the opposite. So you always have this in your mind.
Qualifying is the most important thing in Monaco. You did a fantastic pole position in 2008. What's the secret to be the fastest driver in Monaco?
Well, Monaco is a track that you need a lot of downforce. You need a lot of grip, because even if you have a car that you have a lot of grip and a very good car for the corners, for the braking, but a very slow car on the speed, on the straight, you gain more, even being slow on the straight, but having a great car for the corners, which is different than many other tracks. So Monaco is important to bring everything you can in terms of downforce to create grip on the car, because then you can improve a lot. You can have a consistent car, you can have a good car to work on the tires, and it's also a track that is important to qualify in the front, because it's almost impossible to overtake.
And from the driving point of view, what is the secret?
You have so many secrets in Monaco. You have so many corners that you need to anticipate, because sometimes you anticipate the corner, and in the normal way of doing the corner you will crash inside. But in some other corners that you have a lot of understeer, so if you anticipate, in the beginning it looks like you're going to crash, but then in the middle of the corner with the understeer you just passed on the right place. So it is, you have some tricks around the Monaco circuit, and it's also a very difficult track, because it's the longest race we have in Formula One, and you need to be consistent. So it's quite a difficult race.
In the past, Monaco car was a specific one. Is still the same?
Yeah, the work that was done in the past for Monaco was definitely much bigger than what we do normally in these days. In these days, every team prefers to develop the car around the downforce that you find more often during the championship, and not let's say the Monaco condition. On top of that, we are going in Monaco after Spain race, which is close to maximum downforce too, so the two specifications are not that different.
What characteristics are required to have a competitive car on a Monaco race?
Yeah, of course, even if the dedicated aerodynamic development is not yet so specific, so deep for this kind of race. On the mechanical setting, yes, there is a big job of optimization of the setup for in order to improve traction at low speed, in order to improve the handling of the car in slow speed corner, on bumps, on the ride in general, and also riding the curbs in some area of the circuit is quite important.